Like a Mobile Slab UK concert will take place tonight at the O2 Arena in London, and I'm sure most of you will be there. Before I bring out the people that you've been anticipating to meet this afternoon, I'd like to welcome on stage our sponsors from Like a Mobile. Ladies and gentlemen, please give a round of applause for Group Chairman and Founder of Like a Mobile Group of Companies, Sanoobar Patel, please. And as Mr. Raja makes his way over, I'd also like you to welcome the Deputy Chairman, Farah Khan, please. So these were Like a Mobile sponsors. Ladies and gentlemen, the moment you've been waiting for, I would like to introduce you to the star lineup of tonight's concert, Slam, and of course the star cast of Happy New Year. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome Director Farah Khan. We're very beautiful to Deepika Padukone. Film of the year, please welcome on stage Vivaan Shah. The man who's gone from villain to hero, the super Punjabi. Ladies and gentlemen, please put your hands together for Mr. Sonu Sood. India's best loved character actor. Ladies and gentlemen, please put your hands together for Boman Irani. And that means no introduction. Junior Bachchan himself. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome Abhishek Bachchan. And of course, the Badshah of Bollywood. Please put your hands together. Make as much noise as you can. Just about words waiting out there. That was nice enough. Thank you very much. Firstly, distinguished guests, welcome to London. It's a pleasure to have you here. Thank you very much for being here. And I hope you've obviously enjoyed the short stay that you've been here so far. And I'm sure looking forward to the concert and the release of the film. Now, as I said, Slam is sponsored by Like a Mobile, and it marks the biggest concert extravaganza of this kind in Europe, and promises to be a night of wonder with a feast of big star names who you just met, riveting music and a little dance moves, and introspectively breathtaking visuals and impressive staging. Following the saying, thick events of exclusive for the legendary actress, all set for the show tonight, while we mix it to the lineup as well as Bollywood star. Malaika Farah Khan and singing sensation Kanada will be joining them on stage this evening. Now, we've all been waiting some time, so we'll just get this kicked off. Like I said, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to London. We know that you've had an amazing, huge tour in North America, and I'd like to start with you, Farah Ji. How has the lead up to the film taken over your life?
Let's say I haven't seen my husband in 2 weeks. I still make time for my children, but it's a whirlwind lead up. In between, I keep telling Shah Rukh, we keep forgetting our movie is still to come.
Yes.
We still have a movie right now it's in post-production. So, but the tour has been amazing. Slam, I mean, I think we slammed every city we went to, and really, I think we saved the best for the last. So
yes. Yes.
So we're hoping to slam London too tonight.
Absolutely, we're looking forward to that. Shah, sir, I'd like to come to you. North America, how was that so far? Has it been big? I mean, Farah's just mentioned that it was a huge tour. You're here to put the final nail in the huge release of this film, Happy New Year. How was North America?
I got scared when you started saying the final.
Yeah.
No.
Good afternoon, everyone. Yeah, it's been really, really nice. It's been a long time since I think any of us have performed live on such a big scale.
25 years for me, ever.
Yeah, 25 years since she did the actual World Dance Championship, she said, last time she was here in London. But it's been great fun, and you know, when you make a film like this and you have a team like this, and the other people who joined the tour now, Malvi and Malaika and everyone, I think it's just a good excuse, really, to go out there with the whole team and enjoy yourself. The film is about dancing, so it all seems to fit in, and we've been hanging out together for the last 1 year making this film. So it was easy to be with a set of people who are friends now, like family. And I think when you do a live show, the most important part is how everyone gets along together. And I think this is one of the finest experiences in the filmmaking. Happy New Year and Slam the tour. So, like Farah said, London has always been the most important city for coming and performing live. Normally we start with London, get to, because initially I remember when we used to do whatever, we used to come to London, so if I may use the word screw up a little, London used to forgive us. But this time we have screwed up in other cities, made the show, perfectly alright, and going on with the same word, now we come to Slam Week, as Farah said. So yeah, London will be great fun. Never performed at Hotel, so that will be the first, and inshallah it will be a great experience for everyone who comes and watches us.
I'm sure we're looking forward to it intensely. Ramji, I'd like to ask you, if I'm not wrong, this is probably one of your first big concerts as opposed to hosting shows in the past, the big contest.
Yeah, I've hosted a few shows. Good morning, everyone. Hosted a few shows, and some people have performed the world tour for 10 years, 15 years. I haven't done a world tour in 55 years. So this is the first time, and I'm not hosting. I thought I would be hosting, but the finance gentleman sitting on my right said, no, you won't be hosting, you'll have to dance. And he said, we gave you a very pretty lady to dance with. So Farah Khan was the pretty lady.
And how's the experience been for you, as it being out in front of the audiences?
You have to lift me up at the end of every show. I don't think the experience has been that good.
So instead of doing my moves, I have to go to the gym. So there you go.
Brilliant. Abhishek, I'd like to come to you very quickly. I know that you've toured the world many times with big shows, obviously with a huge family show that you did a few years ago as well. How has this changed in terms of doing a show, incorporating the release of a film as well? Has it been different? Is the approach different to it?
Not really, because this is actually the last time I was at the O2 was with family, and now I've come with a bigger family. That's the only difference. It's a lot of fun, you know. We've had a wonderful time making the film, and we have a lot of fun on stage.
Yeah.
You know, I think everybody's become very comfortable with performing on stage now. So, well, Shah Rukh, you okay? Shah Rukh just poked himself. He's very talented that way. So, no, but first and foremost, congratulations to Shah Rukh for the wonderful honor yesterday.
Absolutely.
He continues to make us very proud as Indians, and many, many congratulations, Shah. And so, yes, we're going to have a lot of fun. The O2 is a wonderful arena. I've performed there before, so when they asked me what it's like, I said it's very cold. The AC is very cold. But I promise you, after you get there and get into it, we'll heat you up.
Definitely, we're looking forward to it. Vivaan, I'd like to come to you, my friend. This is your first major film, right?
Yes.
And second film, but first, like such a big canvas. How's the experience been for you working with a stellar cast like this, an experienced cast, but also touring the world with some phenomenal people that are kind of living legends as we stand?
You know, working on the film has just
Phenomenal.
it's been an absolutely life-changing experience, and the tour has taken it to another level.
1 minute, 1 minute. You have to stand and talk, Vivaan.
But the actual emotions
So touring with them has just taken it to another level. Good morning.
It's afternoon.
And touring with them has just taken it to another level. You know, because to stand on stage and to perform with all of them, I mean, it's just electrifying. It's exhilarating. I don't have words to describe it.
But we are very
It's really the most amazing experience, and also as Abhishek said yesterday, that to be sort of in a way ambassadors to our country and represent our country it's a huge honor, and it's also keeping in with the spirit of the film, because that's kind of what we're doing in the film as well. We're representing India, and so it's a really big honor to be here.
Fantastic. And we don't worry, we're just vertically challenged, but we're still very talented. Don't worry, I'm the same height as you, roughly, I'm sure. It's cool. And then we go from the man who had to stand to the man who doesn't need to stand to make a presence. Sonu Sood, welcome to London, my friend. It's a very interesting change for you, because obviously in the last few years we've seen you playing kind of the dark, villainous roles and stuff like that, and you have crossed over. But this is very different for you. How's the experience been? Well, firstly, working with Farah as a director. I've been following you on Twitter, and I know that you guys have had some mad kind of games console banter going on for the last year or so while you were shooting the film. But to play, to kind of change from being a villain to someone less dark, how was that?
First of all, good afternoon, everyone. It's been a real, I would say, a life-changing experience for me working with Farah. I would say
I've done films in all the languages, but I can say it on record, she's the most talented director I've worked with. And there's no other director other than Farah, the way she presents her actors, and I can really feel really blessed to be a part of Happy New Year. And thanks to Shah sir also for giving us such a big platform. I would say, Happy New Year is the biggest film ever made in Indian history. And, getting us such an amazing family with Boman, Vivaan, Abhishek, Deepika. And I would say, every actor in his entire career has to do a film like Happy New Year, and I'm blessed that I did so early in my career. So thank you so much for that.
Brilliant. Now, I purposely left you to last because I've been waiting for this moment for a long time. Give me the eye and speak to you. That's what I've been wanting to do. No, I'm fine. It shouldn't end up looking much taller than me, and I look silly in the pictures. That's enough. Deepika, you've worked with Shah Rukh a number of times now. How overly comfortable do you get when you work with an actor that you've worked with a number of times in terms of kind of just going, as in, sometimes you can just kind of go, yeah, it works, it's fine, I don't have to work too hard, he does his thing, I do my thing, it works, we know it works. Do you still have to find yourself to challenge yourself, not just obviously being opposite Mr. Shah Rukh Khan, which I've had the good fortune to do for a short period of time, but like, did you feel challenged each time you worked with the same actor?
I think it actually makes it easier because I think every time you work on a film with a new co-star, you have to go through the process of getting to know them and their process and how they work on set. But when you work with someone, and I think we've done some really special films together, it just makes that process much easier. So you get that part of it out of the way, and I think we have an equation today where he tells me what if we're doing a particular scene and he thinks I can do it better, he'll tell me. And I think we have that kind of equation, very, very comfortable. And someone who I trust a lot, like if he says something to me, I'll never question it.
Fabulous. And how's the show been going for you? I mean, being out in front of these huge audiences all over around the world, I mean, what can we expect tonight from you? I mean, can we see some team-ups between, is it just going to be you and Charlotte, or are we going to see you working with other people on stage this evening?
Well, we have a very bad habit of gate crashing each other.
Oh, really? Oh, good.
It's a bit of a stage tradition back home. That once you're comfortable with your first show, then after you go and ruin the other person. So if you all happen to see any of us pop up into somebody else's act, trust us, we're not meant to be there. We just showed up on the will and tried to have fun.
I can only imagine what that must feel like for Vivaan. Suddenly he's in the middle of something, I'm sure he just pops up.
Does the maximum amount of crashing. Whenever we go, we don't want to get into trouble with Shah Rukh, so we take Vivaan with us, so Vivaan is fine.
So you can't shout anything. Brilliant. Excellent. Well, it's been a pleasure speaking to you guys. I'm really looking forward to watching the show this evening. I'm now going to open up the floor to our distinguished journalists and media here in the UK. Light Mobile is our main sponsor this evening and for the show, so I'd like to just start by asking Sunita Sonoral to start the first question.
Before we begin, I just want to thank Kevin and Farah, who are the promoters for the show. Thank you, Kevin. Thank you, Farah, wherever you are organizing the stuff right now. And Mobile and everyone who's responsible for getting us there. Thank you very much. It's really nice how you looked after us, this hotel, everything. It's been really warm and wonderful. So thank you for being so kind and generous with getting us to London to perform at it.
Very good afternoon to all the big stars in front of me and the journalists. I'm from Laika Radio 1458, Sanoobar Patel. My question to whoever wants to answer, but Cine Youth who are not here today, I just wanted to Farah, you can answer this question to me. To bring 135 cast and crew together, it's a hard work.
It's the toughest job.
It's the toughest job. To arrange, organize, preparation, coordination, how difficult is it?
How did Cine how do they do it?
Yeah.
I think Shah Rukh will be better. He's done maximum shows with them, and they're really the best at what they do. I mean, it's really, in America, we almost didn't make it to a show in Vancouver because Chicago airport shut down. And let me tell you, only Cine Youth could have flown 135 people in various airlines, get them on time for the show, get the props, costumes, everything. I mean, that was a show which we really thought would get cancelled, and it didn't. I think 90% of the credit goes to Cineo for that.
So take a big round of applause for Cineo, who is a nice project. And Shah Rukh, it took you 10 years to come back to UK on the live stage here. And this is the biggest one.
Yeah, I did a world tour. We started with Temptations some time back, and I've always maintained that when you do a world tour of this magnitude, I think that I'm very conscious of the fact that it should be better, bigger, production-wise, technologically. It should just be a very happy moment for all the South Asians, everyone. They should feel, oh wow, it's the show that's come down. And you need to have a team, and you need to spend a couple of months together to do it. It's not just 2 days of rehearsal and let's just go and do a bit and go. It doesn't work like that. It's taken me 10 years, yes. I was waiting for Abhishek and Deepika to grow up. and Vivaan to be born.
Vivaan, they bully you a lot. Nobody bullies you.
So no, but seriously speaking, we really need a team. And at different times, I'm sure I've spoken to Abhishek and Deepika and other people who perform and said, let's do a world tour, let's do a world tour. But this, the first day we were in Dubai shooting the film, I just felt so happy to be with everyone, and we knew we'd spend time together. And each one of them, see, jokes apart, the film is a fun film, and I'm really sorry. So the first day when we got together, please, and I'm not being patronizing here, just because perhaps I've done a little more film work, and but when I saw them, this is a set of most hard-working actors that I've worked with, and they, with fun. They're happy doing that work. We've got 10 hours, 14 hours, 18 hours without sleep. Even this travel now, and everybody's cheerful, pushing each other. And I think that was the most important ingredient that you need in a world tour. So the 10 years is so that we could put up a show which is better than what we've done before, and inshallah we'll be able to do that again.
Definitely. And Madhuri Dixit is going to be part of this on his slam tour in UK. So that's a bonus for London audience.
This is a bonus for all of us.
किसकी खूबसूरत सोच थी ये?
No,
These are all you come from Deepika Padukone?
let me be honest, I think she must be the most loved actor on this table and everywhere else. And when I suggested that let's call Madhuri and tell her to join the show, we did some in Australia. She's fabulous on stage. Otherwise also, she's a fabulous person, great actress, very close to us. The first thing everybody said is, listen, her entry, we are going to stand and watch from the wings. So she's a star for all of us. And it was really nice that she could take out time. And so sweetly she's joined the team, which can on the face of it look like just Happy New Year. So she's sporting and she's lovely, and I'm sure Olu will be electrifying because of Madhuri's business.
Thank you so much. I would like to ask questions to everybody, but I will give a chance for that.
Thank you so much, Mr. Zoma.
Sponsorship में इतने सवाल आ रहे हैं.
Exactly. But everybody that comes to the mic, if I could ask you to stand up, say your name and where you're from as well, that'd be great. Just let you know where you can use this one here.
Hello, Indiawalas. First of all, Eid Mubarak to all of you. My name is Aisha, and my question is basically to Shah Rukh and Abhishek. Shah Rukh, you previously said that releasing a film, more like music launch, it's sometimes a bit sad as well because you're giving away a part of yourself. So in this Happy New Year journey, what has been the most precious part that you're going to miss?
We all will say the same answer actually. We are going to miss each other the most. I think the madness of Farah, when it started the film, there are days when you feel you're being pushed. She's an amazingly wonderful director. And her madness brings you all together. We fight with her, we argue with her, we discuss her sometimes, standing in a lift. If you hear Farah, Boman and Abhishek speak to each other, you think they're going to beat each other. It's just a happy way of being. I think I'll honestly, really, I've done a lot of films, all of us have done some really wonderful films. But this is going to be sad the day, we'll see the film on 22nd, 23rd with everyone. And then that whole feeling on Saturday that we won't be seeing each other. I'm sure we'll call each other home and so
Did you see actually doing this to make you cry, Farah? Sorry. No, I've just realized it's coming to an end.
You just realized. Because like 15 days to release one here, you just realized.
she just realized she's got some post-production.
Sorry.
I want my actor to read up the film in the new press conferences.
Abhishek, we've been loving your stamp selfies. Can you do a selfie with us today?
Yeah, we do it.
Or at O2.
Here. O2 will do anyway.
You want to do one here?
Yeah.
Okay, let's do it.
Very clever. And the award for best question goes to... Alright, who's next? Anybody on this side? I guess each other just sits there without listening. What's your name? Where are you from?
I'm Shraddha, I'm from Nepal, but I've lived for 9 years, and I'm presenting letslearn.com. I just want to say that on behalf of the entire Nepalese community, thank you for saving us a lot of money, because we don't inspire us episode to learn Hindi. I've watched Bollywood films and learned Hindi over the years, so thoda hame bhi aata hai Hindi aur hum seekh lete hain. Bollywood, so my question is for all of you. Bollywood has
Ask me Hindi now.
So Bollywood के फैंस तो सभी दुनिया में है, सारे होने, पर आपके प्राय जब सभी जो कॉन्सर्ट होते हैं सिर्फ वेस्ट पे ही क्यों होते हैं? साउथ एशियन कंट्रीज के फैंस, स्पेशली नेपाल के फैंस भी आपके कॉन्सर्ट देखने के लिए बहुत सालों से इंतजार कर रहे हैं. So आपका नेक्स्ट कॉन्सर्ट अगर साउथ एशियन कंट्रीज में
Firstly, that was...
There's no one reason that we don't do it. We do go down to Malaysia, Indonesia, Singapore. The production that one requires, the logistics, and being able to arrange stuff, it does take a little bit of, getting everyone together. And with due respect, I think the accessibility to that kind of technology, or a big stadium like, or a venue like O2, is necessary. Otherwise, you have to do an outdoor one, then the weather comes into being. But inshallah, this one, I think we will take all over the subcontinent. We will try our best. We'll figure out a way that we give enough notice, look at the weather, even if it has to be done outdoor. As soon as you go outdoor, the whole concept changes of a show. And indoor, there are limitations in terms of the number of people we can get into kind of indoor stadiums in India also or everywhere else. But we'll figure this out and do it for sure, inshallah.
Thank you very much.
Okay, I'll take that, please. Thank you. Shukriya.
Thank you very much. So, over here.
Do you need my tissue?
eBay.
Hi, I'm coming from Pradesh Weekly. Thank you for welcoming media into your show. I'd like to ask the question, you've had memories of the US tour, but how would you like the UK tour to be remembered as?
Don't say the last one because Friday will start playing.
I just started crying.
Okay. Well, I think, as they say, we save the best for last. And London happens to be my most favorite city in the world. I make it a point to be here at least 3 times a year. It's the thing. But as far as the slam tour is concerned, it'll have great importance, this particular show at the O2 tonight. Because I don't want to say another word before Farah starts blubbering all over again. But this would be officially the last big bang that we have before the release. And it's going to be a very emotional night. Let me tell you that we've all been through our little moments with a box of tissues over the last 3 or 4 days, because this is the culmination of it all. And look at you, all of you here, showing us so much love. And before I reprise what Farah is doing, I better shut up.
Okay, let's go over to this side. Strange, my wife's in the audience, that's really weird. So, question from over this side, you guys on here? Good.
A couple of questions for Shah Rukh, and I'd appreciate if you could respond in English, Shah Rukh. First one being, the Slam tour is ostensibly about promoting Happy New Year. I mean, the film has already made its money back. Millions of people are going to come and watch you anyway. So what's the purpose of the Slam tour in promoting it? Second question to you is, you received your Global Diversity Award yesterday. What's left for you to achieve?
Hindi mein bola hai. But darling, will you translate it to him? पहली बात तो ये बिल्कुल गलत सोच है किसी की कि स्लैम टूर से हमने अपनी फिल्म का पैसा बना लिया है. ये जो भी सोचता है ना उनको फिल्म बनानी आती है, ना उन्होंने कभी फिल्म बनाई है, और मेरे हिसाब से ना उन्हें कभी फिल्म बनानी चाहिए. हैप्पी न्यू ईयर. अगर ऐसा होता कि एक वर्ल्ड टूर से लोग अपनी फिल्मों के पैसे बना लें तो अजीब सा काम है. आई थिंक फिल्म अपनी जगह है और बहुत खूबसूरत फिल्म, बहुत मेहनत से बनाई गई है, और किसी डाइस पर बैठ के उसमें क्या कीमत है रेड चिलीज के प्रमोटर होने की हैसियत से मैं कहूँ, ये सब बातें मैंने कोई पहले डिस्कस नहीं की है, ना शुरू करूँ. आई थिंक बहुत खूबसूरती से बनी है फिल्म, बहुत बड़े स्केल पे है, शायद हिंदुस्तान में इससे बड़ी फिल्म स्केल पे बनी ना हो पहले, एटलीस्ट मैंने इससे बड़ी फिल्म में भाग नहीं लिया है. वो एकदम अलग है, जुदा है इससे. और स्लैम टूर जैसा मैं बार बार कह रहा हूँ इसलिए आया क्योंकि जेन्युइनली मुझे स्टेज पे परफॉर्म करना बहुत अच्छा लगता है. जितने आर्टिस्ट यहाँ पे डाइस पर हैं उन्हें बहुत खुशी होती है, और जब एक फैमिली जैसा एटमॉस्फेयर हो जाए, कुछ लोग एक साल 1.5 साल साथ में रहें, तो उसका कल्मिनेशन एक लाइव टूर से हो तो वो और भी खूबसूरत लगता है. तो वो अलग अपनी जगह है, और इन दोनों को मिलाना हम ऑफकोर्स यहाँ पर है. हैप्पी न्यू ईयर की टीम है, माधुरी भी है, मलाइका भी है, जो शायद फिल्म में मेन किरदार मलाइका नहीं कर रही, माधुरी है ही नहीं. बट द होल आइडिया है, दीज आर सेपरेट थिंग्स. जो वक्त की क्या बोलते हैं कन्वीनियंस था या एक कोइंसिडेंस था, उसको हमने यूज किया है कि हमको 2-2.5 हफ्ते 3 हफ्ते हम लोगों ने वक्त निकाला हुआ प्रमोशन के लिए. So instead of doing a regular promotion for a film, we thought we'll do a live concert, but we had to prepare for it for 2 months, which is a separate thing. In terms of what is there left for me to achieve, कि मैं क्या अचीव करना चाहता हूँ, हर चीज अचीवमेंट ओरिएंटेड नहीं होती, कुछ चीजें देने की होती. और अब मैं सिर्फ देना चाहता हूँ, मैं खुशी देना चाहता हूँ, मैं एंटरटेनमेंट देना चाहता हूँ, स्माइल्स देना चाहता हूँ, और कभी कभी आपके सवालों के जवाब देना चाहता हूँ. Back to the audience that has given me so much. I say that again and again, and I'm very thankful, grateful, extremely humbled by all the achievements and awards that are bestowed upon me, the distinctions. Sometimes I feel I don't perhaps deserve it fully, but I'm just very thankful I'm in that position today, that people think of me, ki chalo, isko choose kar lete hain. So I'm very, very thankful to everyone who's done it, and it makes me want to work harder, makes me want to do better, makes me want to do bigger, makes me want to just keep on giving a little more than I've given in the last 23 years.
Thank you very much.
To Shah Rukh and all the others as well, just one line about this is the best for us and for us there. What makes London so special for you personally, and also would you say this would be the best city of the entire world in the end?
I mean, comparisons like this are little odious. It's just wonderful. London has always been the pioneer, or even in terms of diaspora taking the films to the level that it has gone to. To be really honest, I think most of us will agree here that we are stars because of all the people here in London and England who have appreciated and backed our films. And the kind of diaspora here, the mix that you get, perhaps is the most varied and big in numbers. So in terms of an audience, yes, London does become one of the bigger cities to come and do a show. And personally, this is my favorite city for many, many reasons apart from the weather. I love it here. And so we love being here. I was just saying we have to fly back. If we could stay back one day, all of us and just hang around in London. Each one of us will have, and they will separately tell you memories of London. Farah has a very interesting one we got to know last night. The one with Christmas that we...
okay, yeah.
No.
Well, I've got lots of family here in London, so this makes the show even more special when you have someone who knows you and who loves you coming to watch the show. Other than that, the first time I came to London was to take part in the World Dance Championship. Which was in 1986 at the Hippodrome. I was very young then. So that makes this movie even more special because it is about the World Dance Championship. So that clearly makes it my most favorite and special. And Dip stayed in the same hotel while making cocktails. He was telling me.
That's why it's special.
Excellent. Thank you. Got a question over here?
That poor lady's been trying to ask a question from very long.
She'll be next.
Hi, Priya Josh from Digital Spy. It's so great to see you on. Everyone's terribly excited about the show. I just wondered what's the particular quality that each of you brings to the show to make it the extravaganza that it is.
I bring in sensibly.
So now you know what the show will be like. Thanks, man.
I'm the one who comes in last second while he's showing off his sex appeal.
Sonu, start with us.
Yeah, first of all, we have people from all the age group, from the youngest to the oldest. People from, Boman, I would say, is the youngest one. I'm sorry to say that. But like I said, Boman, of course, is the sex appeal of the show. But like I said, we...
What are you? He's the brains. He's the brains of the show. The broad brains.
But looks quite, we're all having a great time, and the way the whole show has been directed, it's very nice, and I remember the first time we performed Houston, we were all standing in the wings watching the show, and actually we enjoyed more than I would say the audience also, because it was a surprise for all of us, and I'm sure we've a little bit of surprise for you guys also to watch it. I'm sure there's lots to come.
Brilliant, thank you. Lady over there.
Hey, I'm Natalie from Nat Bollywood and Unity 101. Firstly, wow, never been to a press conference this amazing with this fantastic lineup.
Thank you.
Yeah, this is the biggest thing we've seen here in London. I have a question for Deepika and Abhishek. Basically, we don't like to talk about money in the UK. We don't like to talk about how much things cost or things like that. But obviously,
they cost a lot.
Obviously, this is going to pay off. I mean, Happy New Year has got the most aggressively, massively promotional budget ever. Is this going to affect the type of films that you choose to shoot in the future? Because not every other company is going to be able to put on a show like this, and films may not get the box office that something like this would.
Can I just, before they answer, can I just tell you?
You may.
No company will ever be able to put on a show like this because they don't have Abhishek and Deepika. If they have them, any company can do that. So it's got nothing to do with the fact that we have found a little different. This kind of thing can never happen. Even Red Chillies can't do it if you don't have a team like this. And it really has, as often as I've said, it's got nothing to do with the marketing of the film. It's just, actually, the basic truth is we just want to hang together post the shooting of the film. We miss each other so much, and this is the best excuse to do it, and we're professional enough to make that excuse look like a nice big show, as professionals should do. And now, the real answer.
Over there, this question, anyone say?
No, answer. Oh, sorry.
I think everything that we do is an independent decision. I don't think it has anything to do with what I've done one film prior or what is to come. Every film that you choose is independent. You choose it for whatever reason. For me, primarily because it's a script that I enjoy, and it's a story I want to tell. It's a character that I find really exciting and challenging, and I want to be part of an exciting project, exciting experience more than anything else. And I think that's been my biggest learning in the years that I've worked here. That there's nothing more important than enjoying the process of making the film. You can work with the biggest directors and with the biggest co-stars, but if you don't enjoy that process, it's not worth it.
I feel every film has its own destiny and trajectory, and you shouldn't choose a film based on what kind of marketing budget it's going to have. That would be a big disaster. Yes, this is a big film, and yes, we're working towards the fact that no other film will be able to be marketed the way this is. But that's because this is what this film requires. And I don't think you like Deepika said, you choose a film because of the script, because the character inspires you. And sometimes, me more than other people, I choose films because if it's got my friends in it, I want to be a part of it. You know, we're not in control of the fate of our films. We're in control of making the process of making that film a very memorable one, and that's where we lay our emphasis.
Yeah.
Hello, Latifa from Paris, Anna Films, and I want to know why you did not select Paris for the slam team. And before, मैं तुमसे बहुत प्यार करती हूँ.
पहले कहा होता तो पेरिस जरूर आया. We'd like to do it everywhere. Like I said, we will finish up. This is the last part of Slam in London. We end it here, but we don't kind of end it. Post the film, I have requested all the actors, and they've also turned around and said, listen, let's figure out dates and timings, and we're all working it out. We take the tour everywhere else. There's a lot of cities left. Yes, Paris will be beautiful. I've never done a show in Paris. I don't know if any of you have done a show in Paris.
My dates are blocked and bags are packed.
Yeah, we all ready. So we come to Paris. It'll be beautiful. Yeah, we come. Thank you so much.
Sonu already went yesterday to Paris to shop. Yeah. He got 3 hours off, he took the channel and he was there. Yeah. He's a resident shopper.
I'll come back to that. Sorry. Lady in the blue dress, you wait.
Thank you. Good afternoon. This is a question to all of you. Sorry, actually, I'm from Agents UK magazine. Within the trailer of Happy New Year, there's a message that life will give each of us a chance. So I want to put the question to you and ask each of you, which was the biggest life-changing opportunity that life gave you?
Boman, since you have the most experience. You seem more like that's all. Black and white era, color,
I'll combine an earlier question which I was delighted to complete about London and combine it with this. And that is that when I was 35 years old, I did my first play as an actor, theatre actor. Of course, I became a cinema actor at the age of 40. And I was suddenly required to travel for the first time in my life abroad at the age of 35, and I did not own a passport till I was 35 years old. And within a week, somehow we pulled some strings and managed to get a passport because I had come to London to audition for something. And the first city that I visited outside of my country was London. And I think it kind of opened my eyes to a completely new world, a completely new place and an opportunity that I feel was the life-changing moment for me.
I'm trying to get as many questions as possible, so please do carry on. Please.
Vivaan.
Vivaan? We're all privileged.
Yes, well done, Vivaan. Good answer.
Yeah, of course, I would also say one of the most special moments of my career was when Farah told me on the phone that you are part of Happy New Year, so the report come to Dubai. I think that was one of the most special
And we
moments.
landed 2 hours before the first day of shoot.
Actually, I think that was my most special moment of this, yes.
I think for most actors it would be when they get their first job. And it certainly was for me when Mr. Datta called me and offered me my first film. So that would probably be the most life-changing.
I think life-changing moments happen regularly if you know what they are. For me, I think a couple of them. The first time Shah Rukh told me he's going to make Mehuna with me, I think that was completely life-changing because from a choreographer, instantly I became a filmmaker. I think when I had my 3 kids at the age of 43, I think that was life changing, and I think now when you have children and when you have so many children, life keeps changing a couple of weeks regularly. I'm hoping Happy New Year will also be a life changing experience and a life changing film for me as a director.
What about last night for her?
Life changing in a good way, I think.
Too much information, guys. Those kind of visuals we don't need. Shah? Deepika?
I think for me it's a given. Of course. The day she called me up and said, she said, if you're good, I'll cast you opposite Shah Rukh, otherwise I'll cast you opposite somebody else. I can't get into somebody else. But yeah, I think it has to be my first film. It has to be my first film. It changed my life completely. In fact, it changed overnight. We were here for the premiere. She couldn't come because she was heavily pregnant at that time. And Shah Rukh and I were here for the premiere. And the day I went back after the premiere, my life had changed because suddenly everyone was like, greeted me differently. When I landed in Bombay, my life had changed overnight.
Overnight? Last night it changed?
I'm Lydie, I'm coming from France. Sorry, I'm nervous. I'm responsible of the French website French SRK Revolution. I publish all the news in French. And we have also an association, Ciné, and we're promoting their movies in that cinema in France. And thanks to our work, Happy New Year, we're already in 30 cities in France. So thank you, everybody is calling you in France. So what would you like to say for everyone?
Thank you for the love. Thank you for doing this, not only for me, but for the film and all of us. And I'm aware of all the work that you do. And I get very few chances to thank each one of you personally. So I take this chance to thank you, thank your team and everybody in France. And love you very much for doing this. Thank you. Thank you. Bless you.
Final question next, and I think I've got Anushka Boman who's got the whole of the way, but the microphone.
I have another here at the back.
Okay.
You can't see me, I'm behind you. Anushka Aurora here. My question is for Sonu. Sonu, obviously we know your...
Sonu, she's the one who said yesterday, oh my god, Sonu's looking really hot.
He still is looking really hot, and I totally believe that it's illegal for you to be wearing this many clothes right now. Really? Just Sonu? Acha, blazer to la do I
Darling, what is his name? Yesterday we taught you.
Sorry?
What is his name?
Sonu Sood.
Yeah.
Okay, so Sonu,
You don't want to know why Sood?
No.
How do you tend to keep up with your fitness regime, seeing as you're away from home for like so many days, and you're not really kind of eating properly or whatever? But how do you kind of keep up with it when you're on tour?
खाना नहीं खा रहा है शाहरुख खान भी यहाँ पे गधों की तरह काम कर रहा है इतनी मुसीबत की जिंदगी में 5 स्टार होटल में बैठे
I think all of us, it's not just me, I think all of us. I'll go through Shah Rukh also. We've shot for almost 150 days, and I promise you that all of us are very strict with our diets. We don't eat anything wrong. We work out regularly, and
You don't eat McDonald's last night, I heard.
I'm sorry?
Well, you're not eating McDonald's last night, I heard.
No, he's vegetarian.
Yeah, yeah, but I think it's important, when, like I said, when you're doing such important films, it's very important to keep yourself fit, keep on your toes, and I think, like I said, I've always worked hard, but I think for Happy New Year it was something special. So I knew that, this is one film that I have to give my 100%, and I tried to give it my 100%.
Thank you. And just before you guys go, do you mind just confirming the release date of the movie for us as well, please?
I think, if I'm not mistaken, I think UK and Dubai and US, that means overseas, it's 23rd October. And YRF Afghan is releasing the film here, so thank you very much for doing it. And this is the first time we've all gotten together like one big family, and they've been really helpful, and also they've been very, it's a learning experience, so thank you so much. And 24th October is India, right? 24th October is India. Now that's kind of confirmed by all the people who are supposed to get it. Earlier we were a little confused when to do. We were discussing the 24th October in India, 23rd October overseas. And all over the world. Excellent.
Just before we go there, you want to take a few? Okay, good, brilliant. Okay, so we've got a lady over here last.
Shah Rukh Khan, the team, thank you for being, and French press, representing international prestige, so very, very emotional. Thank you for all your good work, and Farah for the work. Yes, I speak very well. First of all, I don't know if you remember me, I've written a book about you, which I'm going to
Yes, I do.
be the first French book. Do you one day consider making a film for the country festival selection?
Specifically, I don't know what kind of film to make for a festival, but there is a certain creativity. Okay, we go. There's certain different creativity required for film festival, and I would like to participate in that. But given the chance, you need to have a director, a film writer, and if they feel I would fit into a film. But yes, I'm very keen to come down to Cannes. It was one of the, like when she was asking, one of the greatest experiences of my life to come down and release a film in Cannes. I've never experienced, I've been to all the festivals post that too, but it was one of the finest experiences. I would love to come as representing a film, just not to hang around in Cannes. I would love to come, and that's the reason I haven't been there. I really don't know that, but yes, I would love to come with a film to Cannes, not just come and be part of the contingent. So that's been my dream, and inshallah it will come to one of these days.
Having said that, Happy New Year is a festival film. It's releasing on Diwali.
Thank you.
Brilliant. Just before we move forward, I think this young lady from France said, come out, you can come and give your present yourself first. And I'll go over and give the mic to somebody else so that we take the present for you.
Thank you.
Hi, welcome to you here in the UK. Like many other journalists, we've come to quite a lot of press conferences, and I've got to say this is one of the biggest we've been to. My question is for Deepika. You look amazing, by the way. By looking at the posters and the trailers of the film, it's quite a male-dominated cast. How was that for you? What was your experience of working with it? You can't use it. Really? How was it? No, Shah Rukh, you're old man.
I mean, what more can I ask for? I feel like the luckiest woman in the world. I mean, how often will I be surrounded by so many men, good-looking, charming men in one film? And, I got them in different shapes and sizes. He's the most charming of the lot.
I can see that.
And it's definitely the most, it will, I know for a fact, be the most special experience of my life. They've taken so much care, they've pampered me, and not just me, both of us, Farah and me, and they're at their best behavior when the two of us are together.
Really?
Yeah.
So girl power achieves even though there's more men.
They're just really nice people.
Thank you. Well, you're definitely envy of a lot of women. Thank you.
Hi, Shah Rukh and Farah. Salam, Eid Mubarak. Mr. Ullah from Norway. I hope you remember me from the BizAsia.
Yes.
Yeah. So, we're releasing your film in Scandinavia, And I heard from some friends in Germany, they're telling me that you're planning also a slam tour after release of your film. Is that correct? Or if I like to invite you for Norway and Scandinavia?
I was born in Copenhagen, so let me born in Copenhagen there.
Okay.
Yeah, 100%. Yeah, 100%. Now that because was born in Copenhagen. No, I just said that. We'd like to continue with the slam tour. Because obviously a lot of Europe countries are, European countries are there. And Southeast Asia, and Africa, South Africa, and everywhere. We'd love to take South America, we'd love to take it everywhere. So the modalities and logistics we worked out, you've invited us.
Of course I will invite you, not a problem.
Thank you.
Okay, then, Joe, thank you very much for this afternoon. You've been an amazing audience, and thank you so much for your lovely questions.